All right, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shar. Y'all know what time it is. Hit the like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to your channel because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Listen, y'all make it do what it do, what it do, what it do, and remember to speak when you walk on in the chat. Cause ain't nobody sleep with you last night. If you aren't following me on any forms of social media, go ahead and follow me at TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. Even now, Patreon at Shar's Reality number 6. If you aren't following my backup page, go ahead and follow me at Shar's World number 6. Hello and lottie dottie to everybody, newcomers, flip floppers, and day ones. What's up? Listen, I'm asking that you guys come on in the door, hit the like button, honey. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. We got a couple things to talk about and clear a couple rooms, okay? Somebody in the chat, let me know if the music is still playing. For some reason, StreamYard has not been cutting my music off. So just let me know if it's still playing. I don't want to get too far in and realize that the music is still playing. Good morning to everyone. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Always that girl starting it off, honey, and setting the tone. $5 super sticker. Make it do what it do, what it do. Thank you so much. Um, Thank you for everybody that's in the bushes. I see y'all coming on in slowly but surely. I'm going to hope that I'm not here the entire hour, but if I am, I'm just here. But I'm going to try to cut it down this morning because I don't want the topic to go out the window and the information that's supposed to be delivered don't get delivered, right? This is going to be sensitive. It's going to be, check a whole kind of energy. It's going to be all of that this morning because it's necessary, right? And sometimes we got to, rather have anything to do with us or not, we have to step up and tell people, hey, that's not the way you handle that. Hey, that's not the way you do that. Uh there's no music playing. Thank you so much, always that girl. Cause StreamYard been just playing in my face, honey. The music done played probably like 15 minutes into the live for the whole time until somebody said, why the hell are we listening to music? And I was like, oh baby. So I appreciate that. I really, really do. Again, if you weren't here yesterday, I did hit 10K, so thank you all. I couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you for trusting my vision. Thank you for allowing me to do what I do, holding me accountable and holding my hand through it along with Christ Himself. Okay. So that's that. A lot of new members are coming in, and I can appreciate that. You guys want to be a part of the membership because we're going to have a just a chat for check meets, okay? That's only going to be members only, right? Then we're going to turn around and some of our giveaways spontaneously are going to be for members only. Not saying that it will be all the time, but I want to make sure our members are getting their money worth, and they kind of, get what they're bargaining for. Okay. It takes, I know, a dollar for me is a dollar for me. All right. And I count my dollars. So I don't want to give, I would hate for somebody to give me something that I'm not, fulfilling of. So I want to make sure I fulfill that. I think I'm coming down with some type of allergies or cold or something. I feel a little stuffy. But I'm going to push through this live because it's content that I want to push out. Okay, if you have not hit the like button, please do. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And also share the live. It's so imperative that you do. As always, we're keeping content creators we're keeping content creators in our prayers because it's not easy doing what we do. We're also keeping our supporters in, our prayers because without them, we are nothing. I like to stress that, okay? But I think sometimes, and what we're going to talk about today is sometimes folks take things too far, and they don't know how to simmer down, right? And then you have to come with your big girl panties on and your whole grown woman hat on and say, boo boo, I'm gonna need you to man down, Colton. I'm gonna need you to go over there and sit way over there because who's you talking to? And what are you talking about, right? So we're gonna definitely have the conversation because it's necessary, okay? And I want you guys to know it's been a minute, but I'm back. Thank you, Janet J. I appreciate you for coming back. Sometimes we need breaks. If I can be honest, breaks are necessary, okay? I take breaks all the time, but what God is working on me with is just being consistent. Um, be a woman of my word and to make sure that if I want what I'm saying I want, that I put my best foot forward. Okay. That's incorporated in me just showing my full existence. That's why I encourage you guys to go over and follow me on Shar's World, because you guys get to see me there, with my hat off, with my shades off, right? Just my tights and my t-shirt on, which is my favorite to wear, right? Where here you guys just get the content and I go ahead about my business. But over there, you guys get to see me as I am. So that's why I encourage you guys to go check me out over there. And as I come into this era of renewed strength, that I know I've filled up, and God has brought me through some tremendous, huge things, guys. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Um, and my house situation is not looking good at all, if I can be honest. But I know that God is faithful. I know that He can. I know that He will. And some hard decisions have to be made, if I can be honest, right? Those who follow me know what I'm talking about. Those who, just jumping in don't know what I'm talking about, but it's not looking good at all. Um, I've already been denied 3 times from the insurance company, but I'm still trusting God. It has been pushed up um, to another company that's higher than that. While other folks are saying to me, hey, Shar, you need a lawyer, right? I cannot put any more money into what I have done, right? I'm actually staying in a loaner house. Just to give you guys like a quick update, I'm staying in a loaner house through the insurance, okay? And now it has been over 6 months since I've been here. And they're not being rude or anything like that, but they're like, look, Shar, you now have to start paying rent because your insurance money isn't, has not hit yet. We got bills to pay our own, and we just can't let you live here, rent free. So now we have to come and, orchestrate a payment where you have to pay us $2,500 a month to be here, on top of my mortgage that I've consistently paid since I was in the situation, right? Um, and I'm not telling you guys to feel bad for me. I'm telling you guys so you guys can know that I'm still trusting God in it all, okay? And while I was going through, He has been faithful, okay? He has provided, He's continuing to provide. I've been allowed to still do what I already had planned in life. There has not been no hold or no halt in my life. So I am so grateful for that, okay? Um, Remind you, my whole entire house is tore apart. I don't have a house, right? So there's not like I have like this huge stash somewhere and I'm able to put 90, 100K on a roof. Sorry, I can't. Okay. On top of all the internal damage that has happened since the flood. And outside of that, all of this time, there's more water getting in, destroying the wood of the house or whatever, the studs, whatever, the wording is for that is still happening in this time. Okay. I have different people coming out giving me estimates, telling me, hey, this is going to cost this is going to cost that, this is what it's going to be. I dare not take any more money from what God has elevated me to put into this house, if I can be honest. Okay. So hard decision time, it's a hard decision going to have to be made. And I have to make them soon, right? The owners of this property is going to give me an additional 6 months to be here, paying the rent that they have orchestrated for me to pay. And I'm okay with that, right? However, I cannot continue after the 6 months to pay a rent plus a mortgage plus 2 utilities, 2 electric, 2 water bills. It's too much, right? On top of having 5 kids in college at one time. Everybody is not on a full scholarship, okay? So y'all just continue to pray for me. Um, no, I don't. Like I said, I'm trusting God. I know that it will work out. Um, and if this is a start to my new beginning, I'm okay with that also. Um, I have not even processed it. I'm just sharing with you guys where I stand with it now, and where we are now, right? But I cannot, under no circumstances, continue to take any more money from my children's mouth to orchestrate this level of care. And I don't mind going backwards to start all over, if I can be honest. This is my first house. I bought it when I was 28. It's not, like a extravagant house, but it is my house. I put a lot of work into it. I did a lot of things into it. It was my first house. I raised my children there. Okay. I've been there for a good 10 years. Um, and it's been good to me. Okay. So this is where we are now. We're still trusting God and waiting for a final answer to make some final decisions. And hopefully I will have that by the beginning of September. And I can make those. Okay. Because my whole entire life is pretty much on hold. Outside of just living, the requirements of life. So we shall see what shall happen. Okay. Y'all just keep me in your prayers. Um, Thank you always, that girl. Yes, I'll respond there, boo. Um, I pray that everything will work out for you, sure. God got you. Absolutely, He does, and He has. If I can ask, what state are you in? I'm in Jersey. And this is my first rodeo, right? And a lot of people know that you don't know, so they kind of just do things because you don't know. And I have to be honest. This is my first rodeo. I don't know about all this stuff. All I know is that I refuse to get to the point where I'm like bankrupt and can't afford to live comfortably. That's all I know. Okay. So I have to ultimately make some decisions. Hey, Purple Queen, what's up, boo? But like I said, God is a provider. He has provided. He continues to provide. He is doing just that. So I'm not really stressed. I'm just giving my checkmates, my true ones that rock with me, an update. Okay. All right, so let's go. So you guys all know, if you follow Queen Sheba, that recently Mimosas with Melody has happened, and it's always been a good vibe and will continue to be a good vibe. It's been good. It's been a nice event, okay? But sometimes, sometimes there's always some people that's going to order those tickets with the motive to just come and cause confusion, okay? Um, and that's for any of us. Nobody's exempt from that confusion that somebody sits in the wind and wait to stir up. Nobody is exempt from that. Okay. So if you're thinking about doing meet and greets, and as I reach this 10K, I now want to do some more networking, which is the scariest portion of my life. I'm scared to do networking, right? Because a lot of people don't play fair and honest, right? I'm scared, but I know it's necessary to get where I want to go in the level of content that I want to get to. Okay. But I know that God is faithful. He got me, all of those things. However, here we are now, right? And a lot of people paid their money to go to this event. And from my understanding, I'm saying from my understanding, because I was not at the event. This is just my understanding, understanding, sorry, of the event. Okay. It was very beautiful. It was, luxurious. It was all that Melody always do, if I can be honest, right? Let's not put a 2 on a 10. She always do what she do. Okay. She always makes sure you got the best decor. Like, she do what she do. It's always top notch. It's never a plastic plate type situation. Okay. So shout out to her. With that being said, there was multiple speakers aligned to speak. Okay. There was a host of content creators that was there. Shout out to them for making it there. Okay. It isn't always easy to pick up, get on a plane if you don't live local, book a hotel, and have a whole trip to be a part of that so that you could be able to network, right? That's not easy. However, it's not impossible. Okay. So, like I said, so a host of content creators have joined her there, and there was a set assigned seats for everybody. Okay, if you walk by, from my understanding, everybody table had a name on it. It seems like, from my understanding, that there was a young lady there doing the seating. Okay, letting everybody know and making sure everybody was okay. Okay, hold on one second, guys, because if I don't do this while I'm talking, y'all know I will keep continuing to talk and not do what I need to do. My son is asking for an Instacart, and I want to make sure I do it before this live ends. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay. So Hey, Sam's Bay, what's up, boo? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. So, with that being said, there was a young lady that may have been orchestrating this particular tables. Okay, everybody had assigned seats apparently. Okay, and and it's always one, right? Like I said, there's always somebody sitting to win and wait to be a distraction, a disruption, and even cause confusion. God is not the author of confusion. He's not pleased with that, okay? So unfortunately, but fortunately, Queen Sheba, if you guys are not familiar with her, she's a content creator, was one of the ones that got kind of wrapped in the confusion that person came to cause in the first place, okay? Rather, I don't care how you slice and dice that thing. She was one that got in it, pulled into the confusion because that person didn't care who, in my opinion, they brought into the confusion. Okay. Now, let me go back and say I do not know the individual, and I'm not talking bad about her, but I'm going to spin this block a little bit for you guys to let you guys know a couple scenarios. Okay. And it could have very well been that the individual was stuck in their ways, and they didn't think of it as confusion. They just thought of it as I do what I want to do, and nobody's going to tell me to do anything, right? You know those hard-headed friends. You be like, girl, ain't nobody telling you how to do nothing. We're just trying to make it make sense for you, okay? Hey, Jazzy J, what's up, boo? Working, listening, and liking. Blessings to all. Absolutely. Um, so happy birthday, Jazzy J, is your birthday? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Woo! It's a celebration. That's how you do it in a checkmate way. Yes, birthdays are a blessing. Happy birthday. I hope that you enjoy it. And I pray that your day is filled with a lot of joy, unexpected surprises, and just lay and rest in him. Terry, the T baby, what's up, boo? That was a setup, in my opinion. I have a good idea who was behind it. I'm just saying. Ooh, you're welcome, Jazzy J. Yeah, go ahead and keep continuing to say hello and come on out them bushes and make sure y'all sharing the live. But anyway, so Queen Sheba got rafted in that somehow by doing what she was assigned to do. Okay. And from what she was saying, that she got to these tables. I'm giving you guys the back thing, to the backstory so you guys can follow me along where I'm going with this. Okay. You are not exempt from people coming out the woodwork just causing confusion. Okay. You are not exempt from people personally plotting on you, okay, without your knowledge, okay? Because there's a lot of people that even support you, but they also hate you, okay? And when they hate you, they're secretly doing it so that you don't see their secret animosity towards you, okay? It's kind of like Queen Sheba run a race um that she don't know she's running. Okay, you ever get to the end of the finish line and you're waiting for the person to arrive to get to where you are and they never get there, and some things will happen along the way that enabled them to get to the finish line. They either stopped breathing a little bit, so they got a little winded before they got there, or they tripped over something, they fell and banged their knees up or whatever that prohibit them from getting there. However, all you know is that you made it there. You didn't give a dang on how much happened behind that line that you finished to, because you made it there. And that's exactly what is happening. Queen Sheba entered a race that she didn't even know she was in by just being obedient, okay? And I like how she said, child, I'm working, girl. I come to work. I said, I know that's right. Don't waste my time and my energy with the foolishness, okay? And unfortunately, we don't have any control over people. So therefore, we're going to run into these kind of people all the time. And it's unfortunate that it happened at a Melodies event. But we're going to run into those kind of people that secretly hate us, people that don't like us, but still want to give us. We're going to run into those people, or people that think that they own you just because they gave you something. Baby, that's not the way God works. Hell, we'll all stop breathing if we was like, Lord, could you do this favor for me? And he gives it to us, and then he respects something in return. We epically fell immediately, okay? We'll all be gone. Right? So how dare us as individuals require so much, okay? But let me continue on with this story. Jealousy and envy make people do stupid ish. Say it again. Say it again. But here's the thing. So Queen Sheba walk up to this table with her party of I think four, maybe. And listen, don't get me. I'm not looking from a script. I'm not even looking at the story. Do not quote me on the number of people Queen Sheba had with her. Okay. Um. However, she came with a pack of people that was assigned to a specific seat. Okay. When they got to the seating area, from my understanding, there was a couple there. Okay. And she's like, hey, excuse me, you are sitting in my seat. And because that individual may have come already with ulterior motive, she started yapping at the mouth. Okay. That individual came with herself and her husband. Okay. She started yapping off at the mouth. And when she started yapping at the mouth, now I understand being frustrated, because I want to come from two ways here, okay? I understand being frustrated. I understand, not wanting to be punked because the individual may always be getting their way. Oh my God. Y'all just scared me. Oh my God. That is so cute. Oh my God. Y'all just wait a minute, y'all. If my room wasn't dirty, I would show y'all. I gotta take pictures. Wait a minute, y'all. Give me a second. That was so cute. Oh my God. Oh my God. Woo! All right, thanks, y'all. That's so cute. Oh my God. Thank y'all. When I get off this live, I'm gonna give y'all all big wet kisses. Thank y'all so much. Woo!
Yo, I'm really nice.
Oh man, they scared the heck out of me. I'll be right down. All right, guys. They just gave me a cake and some balloons. And can y'all I thank y'all so much, but I need to get back to my live. I'm on a time schedule here. Oh my God, it was so beautiful, and I lost my train of thought. Woo! The kids just surprised me with a cake and a 10K balloons, and man, this is what I'm talking about. I know that God is working it out. Oh, okay. All right, guys, I'm getting there. Okay, that was so nice and so thoughtful of them. And it's like kind of like them coming in agreement that they trust in the process, right? They see me working overtime. They appreciate the overtime that I put in here on social media. And listen, that was so dope of them. That was awesome, y'all. I don't know, guys. That just wet my whole heart. Oh my goodness. All right, back to what I was saying. The individuals walked up to Queen Sheba and her team or her party walked up and was ready to be seated. When they got there, there was a young lady and her husband there in the seat. They're in the seat and refused to move, okay? Because from their understanding, somebody took their seat. So they like, well, somebody took our seat. This is where she told us to sit, so we're not going anywhere, okay? And so Queen Sheba said, they had a couple words, and the young lady spilled some things out of her mouth that wasn't so clean, it wasn't so nice, and it wasn't so pleasant, okay? However, Queen Sheba says, listen, I still kept my cool because I know where it could have went, but I just really didn't want to go there in the middle of Melody's event, okay? This ain't that. We don't do ghetto, okay? And I'm just trying to keep it cool. A lot of people in the chat were thinking the same thing. The language in the DM was similar to what someone said in a live show that Queen did with CC's not too long ago. I gotta go check it out. Did I miss a comment? Let me see. I said the same thing. That was okay. The setup, yeah. I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Yeah, I'm thinking from what we gathered. I don't want to put a finger on anything, but it seemed like a person that was familiar from the insults that was thrown her way, okay? Because unfamiliar people don't say things like, I'm not going to be punked. I'm not going to bow down to you. Well, who said anything about bowing down? So there was an unfamiliar person that didn't know her, but just was stuck in their ways. They wouldn't have said things so intentionally, okay? So that's why I say for sure it was definitely somebody that was familiar with her. Not that it's any of my concern, but I'm going to spin a block, like I said. So stay with me while we're talking about it, okay? So with that being said, they jump, she goes back and forth. I'm not going to bow down to you. I ain't this, I ain't that, yada, yada, yada. Queen Sheba continued to keep her cool, right? Because she says, I know what I could have did. I know my mouth is a whole problem, right? So, but I was not going to give her the satisfaction of that in this moment in the middle of Melody's event, okay? With that being said, she goes and she goes back and forth with the hostess, not back and forth, but she goes, trying to get a better understanding of what's going on. Well, what do you want us to do? Because we're standing here and they refuse to move, okay? So the hostess offered her an upgraded seat. So Queen Sheba turned around to the individual and her husband and said, hey, here's an upgraded seat if you want that, and let us have our seats, okay? The individual was still not having that, her or her husband, honey. They was ready for whatever, right? So they continue to cause a scene, but quietly, okay? We ain't moving. And it's kind of like your kid be doing some stuff they ain't supposed to be doing in the middle of a party. You be like, pick that down right now. I'm going to whoop your tail when we get out of here. It was something like that, right? So I can visualize this happening in the middle of a party and you try not to be, let people know you about to tear some stuff up, right? So Queen Sheba kept her cool and she eventually got seated in another area where Mama Van and some other people were sitting. They had to be moved out their seat. The whole entire place was really rearranged based off this person's ignorance, okay? Or motive in the first place to come and cause some type of confusion, okay? So with that being said, they move around, and she says that my reason for sitting there, I was supposed to be a part of the panel. Not that I had to explain that to you so that you can give up the seats that we paid for, okay? But there was a reason why I was instructed to sit right here in this section, okay? So your ignorance disrupt the whole entire event, right? Not only did it disrupt the whole entire event, it made people that was of substance and were important to the event have to be moved around, okay? She also went on to say that no seat was a bad seat. It's just the fact that the people that were supposed to be a part of the panel was supposed to be escorted up, up and down those steps. So they set them in a certain area so they didn't have to walk all around the event to get to where they need to get, okay? Hey Cricket 22, what's up, boo? Looks like a case of I'm going to send someone else to do my dirty work. Ooh, Janet J, you sound like you know more than me, baby. So with that being said, Melody did get wind that she noticed that Queen Sheba and her guests were not sitting where they were supposed to be sitting, where she noticed she orchestrated for them to sit. So she whispered to her, hey, why y'all not in y'all seats? And I'm paraphrasing, okay? Why y'all not in y'all seats? And she, Queen Sheba just kept it cute and was like, child is a whole mess on a hot day, okay? And that's just what she left it at. They left it like that. They go on, throughout the day of that event. Monday spin around. When Monday spin around, this individual was still mad, okay? Now, I don't know about nobody else, but I'm not keeping an attitude with somebody that I ain't sleeping with a whole weekend. That's a lot of energy and a lot of time. No, baby, I can't do that, okay? Excuse me. So with that being said, Monday come around and she's doing what she do, probably what I do, check your DM, go through all your platform stuff, make sure you uploading what you need to upload, all of that stuff. And she goes through that. And when she does that, she realizes she got a DM from the individual that caused all this confusion, warranted it or not, okay? So when she realized that, this person then DM'd her, I said, oh, baby, the nerve of this individual, a whole mess on a hot day. I love that. Janet J, I was going to make it simple. Why would someone sit at a table that doesn't have their name on it on the table? That was the first red flag. Yes, I was going to say that. I was in Queen Sheba chat, but I don't like for like when you guys say hello to me, I don't like to take from the host. I want you guys to focus on the host. So I try not to like keep, going back and forth. But I was gonna say that. If you saw if you saw that listen, if you saw that her name was on there out of all the tables in the room, you wouldn't have, and this person definitely knew who she was because of the insults that they were throwing her way. Okay. With that being said, once you saw her name, you could have been like, oh, this Queen Sheba, see, I ain't gonna sit here. But the fact that you stayed, continued to, your madness, and already stirred up enough energy inside your body to be like, huh, she can come all she wants to. Okay, I ain't moving nowhere, me or my man. Baby, that was a whole lot. Okay. So this person, was not satisfied that Queen Sheba did not give them the energy or the time of the day. So they went on to DM her on a Monday. Okay. Now why you already try to interrupt the weekend? Now you want to continue with an interruption on a dang on Monday, baby. It's fresh off the listen, we fresh off the boat. Okay. If anybody like me who go to work early in the morning, I dang sure ain't ready to have no argument at no 9 o'clock in the dang on morning. No way, no ham, no turkey, no bacon, baby. So, oh man, I swore to goodness I screenshotted a portion of what Queen Sheba was giving us. Y'all know I got so much content in my phone. I need to get my life together, baby. I swear I do. And this is what happened to me yesterday on live, that I thought I had a portion of it and I don't. But anyway, this individual basically was going to check tennis is life. I love that. My hubby was the most was the most disrespectful. Oh, the hubby was the most disrespectful. I was about to say, girl, was you the one? Wait a minute. Tennis, wait a minute. I was like, what was you the one with the husband out of pocket, baby? I was about to have some questions for you, okay? So with that being said, the husband was the one popping off, but I'm sure he had a battery put in his back, right? Because if that was my husband or my wife, one of the things I listen, you should have people that's going to hold you accountable, baby. This is too much. We're not doing that right here, right now. I understand what you're saying. I understand your frustration, but not right here, right? And the fact that he didn't hold her accountable or she didn't hold him accountable says a lot. Y'all came with an agenda, in my opinion, okay? You're absolutely right. What type of man does that? 15 years old girl type of ish. Yes. So they get to the point where Monday happened. I swore I screenshotted it, and I'm sorry, y'all, because I did not. I wanted to read it with you guys. I wanted to read it with you guys, but I didn't screenshot it, and I don't want to go back to her video because I don't want to play it because I didn't have permission to play it. And I'm sure she wouldn't mind, but I just don't like stepping on, my fellow content creator toes like that. But let's just put it this way. This person wanted to get their point across. They made it their business to inbox her. Talked about, how they're going to do it, what they're going to do. But the bigger thing they said is that they was pulling their membership back. And they thought about going to YouTube and exposing Queen Sheba to the world for her ignorance, okay? Now, I'm paraphrasing because I don't have it in front of me, okay? So they thought about going to YouTube, but instead they're going to do her a favor and they're going to just have a conversation, a little conversation with her in the church corner of the inbox, okay? So when they have this conversation, in the inbox, they continue to take no accountability, continue to say how she spoke to, I think she said the husband, if I can be corrected, how she spoke to the husband. They even talked about them being a member and they were going to take their membership back. And they support her all the time. But since God has elevated her, she has not been the same person. Now, I know all y'all church folks in the back won't understand this, but let me tell y'all something. Ain't no way in hell, as a content creator, the way you started is the way you're going to be able to end. Okay? Because God's going to take you to new heights. And when he take you to new heights, you're required to simmer down a little bit, okay? You can't take that same nasty tone with you that you did in the beginning that people might have got attracted to. Now you're going to have to go back to the drawing board and say, Lord, whatever it was that I was doing that was disgusting, that pulled these people in, remove those people, right? And bring in new people that can respect my gangster and understand my position, right? So that's the first thing. Okay. The second thing is because there are so many people that are envious and jealous, right? They waiting to win with a secret, pow pow, right? Not a physical. I'm not talking about a physical pow pow, right? These are weapons that are designed in the wind that we cannot see just to make sure that we can no longer stand in where God has put us at, okay? So Queen Sheba has stirred up some hate that she didn't even know, okay? Or maybe she didn't know. I don't know. Because Queen Sheba is the bomb, right? So I don't know. But with that being said, they had weapons in the wind to try to destroy her. So there's no way you could go in the way you came in the beginning, okay? You have to change some things as God elevate you. And a lot of people that's not level-headed won't understand that. So they say things like that. You ain't the same. Ever since you started making money, that went to your head. It's supposed to. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. It's supposed to go to your head. It's supposed to go so far to your head, you want to get to new heights, okay? Not so far to your head where you become ignorant, okay, and ungrateful and no gratitude at all. But it's supposed to go to your head where you're able to go to new heights in him. So you're not going to get the same person. So the person threatened to expose her. I don't even know if the person was a content creator or not, okay? Because my first question was, well, how was you going to expose her? Was you going to create a page or was you already on a page? I had questions. So, but because we don't know the individual, I guess it's not that important. But you did no favors by inboxing her because you disturbed her morning anyway. Okay. And sometimes we have to not try to get our point across so much that we don't mind disturbing people mornings or day or midday. Listen, if you're anything like me, I go to work too entire early for foolishness, okay? I don't want to wake up to it, hold your thoughts to at least noon where my brain is starting to work again, okay? So just the fact that you woke up with the intention to disturb somebody's pattern on a Monday morning blows my mind. Hi, Mama Bees. Hey, Shar, go back and view Queen Sheba live show. She did the show trying to get the CCs to get. I saw that. I was on there. I was in the bushes. Hold on to get along and then read the DM, and I think you can figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna go puzzle it together. Thank you, Janet Jane. Hey, J28, what's up, boo? What's up? What type? Okay. So with that being said, this person didn't have no type of, I guess no type of remorse for disturbing her morning. Okay. If you had kids to get ready in the morning, if you was prayer time in the morning, you interrupted that just because you felt like you needed to get your point across, right? With that being said, just because somebody is a member of a content creator page, okay, we're 40 minutes in, so I got to push through this, okay, does not mean you own them, right? And I want to make that clear because, I always tell my checkmates, thank y'all. Without y'all, I am nothing. I say that all the time, and I mean that from my shana now, okay? However, if Mama Bees, Jazzy J, J28, Purple Queen, and etc. came to me and said, Shar, I don't want you to acknowledge your kids no more on the page because it's becoming a distraction. And I'm tired of hearing about your kids. As much as I love y'all, unfortunately, your membership will mean nothing to me because you don't get to tell me how to celebrate my children on my life that God has given me. Are you nuts or are you nuts? Are you dumb or are you stupid? Right? So, and I hope that nobody will ever think just because you take a membership and liken to somebody, that somebody has to bow down to the desires of your own desires. Okay? No, thank you. Because if that's the case, you need to start your own page and do what you need to do. And I will be there to support you and give you the same support that you have given me. But no way, ham, turkey, or bacon, do you get to come over here and tell me how to run my channel because you're a member and actively paying $9.99 membership. Thank you, but no thank you. I don't want those kind of members. Listen, I don't want members that think that $9.99 is going to determine how I'm going to run my entire platform. No, thank you. I don't want somebody to think just because you're paying $9.99, I gotta bite my tongue. No, thank you. Because $9.99 might get you dragged. You hear me? Okay? $9.99 may make me pull the rug from up under your feet and make you fall flat on your face. Now, I'm thankful for it, but not at all will I ever give you the opportunity to punk me or sun me because of a membership. No, thank you. I'll go work an extra hour if I needed a couple dollars. And I think people get that twisted. No, we're nothing without y'all, but y'all don't get to run us because we're the content creator and you're the supporter. No, thank you. Okay? Exactly, Shar. I enjoy your channel, but you don't owe me ish. Thank you, Janet J. And that's respectfully written, right? So I think people get that twisted. You don't get to run somebody. You don't get to walk up on me at an event and just tell me all the stuff that you thought about me. Did I ask you? I didn't ask you nothing. I didn't ask you what you thought of me. I didn't ask you if you thought that I have changed. If you thought that I run everybody and everybody bow down to me. For Queen Sheba, okay, you entered the palace. This is her place, her house. She runs it the way she wants to. For me, it's just Shar's world, okay? And I'm living an amazing life, even with the hiccups that's going on behind the scenes in my personal life. I'm living an amazing life. I dare not let you come and run and ruin me over $9.99. Take your $9.99 and move along swiftly. And make sure when you get to the end of that street, you cross that street safely. Do you get my drift? And you got to be ready as a member or as a supporter to get told off if you pull a card like that. Okay? You might wiggle some feathers that you wasn't even ready for. You might awaken something that you was not ready for. All because you wanted to be ignorant, inconsiderate, disrespectful, want to get your point across, want to be stuck in your ways, do not want to hold yourself accountable. Come on, somebody. You know what I mean? Come on. You can't let a moment of ignorance sabotage your moment, okay? Because every event that you go to network, you got a job and one purpose and one purpose only. You come out of there better than you left before. If I ever get an opportunity to go to one of Melanie's event or somebody else's event, that's an opportunity for growth, okay? And guess what? I ain't going to waste it on Cricket 22. I love you, boo. I feel you, baby. But I dare not waste it on you and what you got talking. Shar, did you hear? I heard it, baby. We're going to have to talk about that another time. Because I'm focused on the job and the assignment that God has set me aside for me. The arrangements that he made to make sure I got to that event. The flights that he allowed me to travel safely to. Come on. Don't waste your time. And I don't owe you anything just because you're a member. And if enough of us stop sucking enough toes to tell people respectfully, I appreciate your $9.99, but ain't no way ham, turkey, or bacon, I got to bow down to you because you are paying an active membership. That membership is a two-way street. You get in and we get along, right? Not you get in and you start pulling my hair, dragging me. Oh, no, thank you. Because ain't nobody going to drag Shar, you know what I mean? You don't get to get in and drag me all across YouTube. But when you get there, you need to sit down and play nicely. Thank you, Mama Bees, for the reminder. If you like to support the channel, her Cash App is Shar's Reality number 6. Okay, Super Chat stickers. Look, Super Chat stickers are welcome. Thank you so much for the reminder. Folks become too familiar, then think they have the right that they really don't have. We saw that with the lady who used to hop on everyone's panel, trying to take over. Child, I want to get to that too, right? I want to host live panels, but I ain't gonna be lying to y'all. I got a short attention span, very short. That's why I only come on here and give an hour. If you get more than an hour from me, I'd have had too much coffee, right? But it's hard for me to sit through long-winded people. I don't know how to not show my facial expressions. It's not to be rude. I'm just being honest. That's just who I am. Okay. I told you I'm undiagnosed with ADHD. Okay. I cannot sit through it. I just can't. Even while driving, I get bored. That's why I don't take long drives. Okay. I try to stay out the way. Okay. But with that being said, let us know what our memberships are for. You enter, and when you get there, you get along, and then you connect. And make sure you take care of one another while you're in the group, okay? Or whatever you gain access to. Take care of one another, okay? There's a content creator here, not a content creator, it's a mod, right? And I hope I'm not sharing too much, but it's a mod who I love dearly. I love all my mods. But this particular content creator don't live too far from me, which I've learned. Can I tell you how a phone call, one day we were sharing just personal, stuff or whatever. She was sharing with me some stuff and I was, we were talking. I didn't even know she lived close to me. However, she interrupted something, and I don't think I even shared this with her, but she interrupted something in that moment for me that was necessary. Okay, so she tried to call me and she didn't have like DM on Instagram or something like that. So we had to really make a phone call through like regular phone call. Now I'm already panicking, like, oh no, we cannot be having my number out here, right? I was already panicking. But when I tell you that it was the divine, I'm telling you, timing of this phone call, because I was in the middle of doing something I ain't had no business doing or thinking, if I can make that clear. Okay, so like I said, when you get to a position that God puts you in, there will be phone calls, necessary phone calls, interruptions, disruptions that has to happen. And there will also be disruptions, phone calls that ain't supposed to happen. That's just looking for a sign of confusion or come with a mission to cause confusion. Are you with me? Okay, so you have to know the difference between the two, period. That's why I know everybody can't have my phone number. That's why I know everybody can't meet and greet me. I don't want your spirit next to me. Spirits jump. Y'all know that? But when you purposely buy a membership to hold somebody hostage, your A is wrong as hell. Period. Your A is wrong as hell. Okay? Cultural News, welcome to the chat, says, good morning, Shar, and everyone. I'm truly enjoying the insightful commentary and feeling inspired by it. It feels like a powerful sermon. Woo, child, I'm preaching. Exactly. Tennis is life. Everyone has a season, and I do believe how you treat others in their season of blessings is important. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Yes. Let's see. Okay, Mama B's with the reminder. I just want to make sure I didn't remember, forget anybody. But like I said, it's just one of those things where you have to be very, very, very get them sharp. I had time, Mama B's. I had to, because I think people mistake you being a content creator and forgetting that you're a whole grown full adult. Okay. And I've learned a lot in these 37 years of life, right? So you're not going to yoke me by my collar unless it's necessary, okay? Because there's some things, remember one of y'all got me together, right? It's some things you got to be yoked up about, but you're not going to willingly yoke me by my collar and I have to lay there because you got a membership. No, thank you. God did not tell me to lay over and be nobody's doormat just because they gave me a little extra on the side. As much as I love mashed potatoes, I don't care how much mashed potatoes you put on my plate. If you don't need to be touching me, don't put your hands on me, okay? You don't get to yoke me because you gave me a little extra side of mashed potatoes with some butter and some garlic. Baby, no. Okay? And sometimes you got to let people know, baby, I am 37 years old. This ain't that. Me and you ain't from the same hood nor the same neighborhood, okay? With that being said, you don't own me. I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. So therefore, if you're not liking the way I'm moving and it struck you the wrong way, why are you still here? And why you wait to the moment that you got the opportunity to try to blast me, right? To say, I'm going to pull my membership. Seems like you've been wanting to do that. Go ahead. Half of the time, we don't even know when folks pull our membership unless we checking. Okay? So if you want to take it, just go ahead and give it to somebody else. Maybe you can be a blessing to somebody else. Maybe you can own somebody else that don't need to be yoked up or don't mind being yoked up. Okay? Or somebody else you can young girl, but it's not going to be me. Okay? Respectfully, I'm telling you, that's the way it's going to always go. Okay? Hey, Casey, what's up, boo? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. But, you guys got to be careful. Upcoming content creators, on their way content creators, people that's afraid to start, but they got their stuff together, start it, but set these boundaries in the beginning. I love y'all, but y'all don't own me. I thank you for that Cash App, but you don't owe me, and I don't owe you, right? You got to set that tone, because if you don't, stuff like this happen. Well, you think you better because. Well, what did I do to you to make you think that I'm better? I can't hope or help the plan that God has already set aside for me, that he keep elevating me. I ain't do nothing special. He just said, here, queen, this belong to you. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to apologize for the elevation that was already set aside for me. And as soon as people recognize that, the better of a content creator you will be. Listen to Funky Dineva, and y'all know I can't take him too serious. But the moment that he realized that the wig was not going to get him in the doors that God has already set aside for him, he got rid of the wig. Because you got to know when to hold up and fold up. The wig wasn't going to do it. Because while it was funny and cute to certain genres, where he wanted to get into and unlock certain doors, they was like, no, thank you. We don't want your wig, okay? And you have to know that. I say the same thing for profanity. A lot of us get frustrated using it, and we ain't supposed to be using it, but we get frustrated. I'm guilty of it too, right? However, you never know who's listening to you, because you got to be careful, because a lot of people don't even want that kind of presentation. They might be like, oh yeah, somebody sent me over here for you, but baby, when I got over there, she was not what I thought she was going to be. Now you just sabotage it just because you're going to flock with the fame and the fortune. You're going to flock to your membership and what they want. I can't be nobody else but myself, and that's all I know how to be. And that's all my sister raised me to be, right? That's all I raised my children to be, themselves. If you have to change you to be around people, tell them friends, go ahead about their business, right? So I'm going to leave it there. I just wanted to break that down. Memberships do not mean that y'all own us as content creators, okay? We appreciate you for the membership. We appreciate you for the supporting us with your subscribers, but you do not own us, and you don't get to treat us any kind of way because you poured into us, okay? We are going to get ready for our giveaway. Continue to watch our My Community tab, because we're getting ready for that. Listen, checkmates, I love y'all, and there's nothing you can do about it. Remember, don't you let nobody tell you nothing different. Until next time, checkmates. Bye.